What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash Show. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some interesting WWE news for you guys, including a released WWE superstar beginning a countdown, if you will, to a possible return, I guess, back to WWE, as well as WWE going to be going back on tour, and also the latest on what was supposed to have happened with Rob Gronkowski. So we're going to kick this off with the tour. So apparently WWE is set to go back on tour in June, supposedly. So let's have a look at the article, and big shout outs to What Culture for this article. Big shout outs to Benjamin Richardson, who wrote the article. So according to this article, although there is currently no realistic timetable on when restrictions will end as the U.S. battles through the current health crisis, WWE nevertheless aiming for a June return for their regular touring schedule. The SmackDown show, which was set for Columbus, Ohio on April 10th, that was just like a couple weeks ago or something like that, was postponed by the company until June 12th. Chris Featherstone of WrestlingRumors.net contacted the local ticket office, who told him that WWE absolutely planned to fulfill the date. Tickets are currently on sale for the show. Since lockdowns began taking effect across America, WWE has been forced to film shows behind closed doors at the Performance Center in Winter Park, Florida. Oh, Winter Park, Florida. I guess that's part of Orlando, I guess. The company's updated events listing suggests they are gearing up to resume relatively normal service. In addition to the Columbus SmackDown, WWE's itinerary, I guess, is that how we say it? Advertises a set of NXT shows in Tampa, Largo, and Fort Pierce through June, as well as a rescheduled Madison Square Garden date, now tipped for June 27th, close to the end of the month. A live event in Osaka on July 2nd is also currently on the cards, though it seems highly unlikely to go ahead after Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, I guess. I don't know. I completely butchered that name, so forgive me. Declared a state of emergency earlier this month. Realistically, none of these events will occur as soon as WWE is hoping. The premature dates reflecting the company's bullshitness, and Vince McMahon's desire to be the first sport to start properly running again. Even if they are delayed once more, you can guarantee the chairman will be fighting to get them back on at the earliest date possible. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second, because this whole thing originally started back in February. Supposedly it happened back in January, where our president, Donald Trump, said that we had nothing to fear with this pandemic. Fast forward another month later, everything was okay for the most part, and then came March, middle of March, right when we had the Elimination Chamber. Right after that, it started happening. It got way worse, and so WWE had to host all of their events, Raw, SmackDown, and even one of their NXT shows at the Performance Center in Orlando. They're with no fans. I honestly do not think that. Honestly, I think if they, you know what? I'm gonna be real. I don't think it's gonna happen, because, truth be told, while it is true that I do want to see them go back to live events and whatnot, and for me, you guys know, if you guys have been watching this channel for the longest time, you guys know, I want to be in WWE. I even announced it on Twitter. I even announced it on Twitter that I was gonna be in WWE. No matter what. So possibly by the time this pandemic blows over, I'm actually going to go back to contacting WWE. I may have to contact them through their Twitter. I have no idea who to talk to. I honestly don't know, but I can guarantee you I will be there. But that being said, if they do go back to their scheduled to their scheduled touring, they could potentially risk the health and safety of their entire roster, superstars, management, everybody. And the way I see it, at the same time, there's been a lot of people that there's been a lot of rumors that, based on what the CDC has said, there are rumors saying that this could blow over as early as June. So if that is the case, then they could be. I think they're already starting to work on a what is it? A vaccine. There we go. A vaccine for the for this pandemic. But that being said, I think honestly, I think it's too soon. But then again, if they do go back, I think it's great. It'll be a great way to kick off the road to SummerSlam. We're already just a couple weeks away from Money in the Bank, which is going to be the most unique Money in the Bank event in history. Because both ladder matches, the men's and women's, will start on the bottom floor of WWE headquarters in Stamford, and it's going to end on the top roof, on the roof. And climbing the ladder will make it a lot more difficult. I like the idea. So if WWE does go back to their scheduled touring in June, they should take extra precautions and I guess limit the amount of fans that can attend. That way they'll be able to not only keep their the fans safe, but also keep the superstars, the commentators and everyone else safe, which makes a lot of sense. But with that being said, let's actually talk about what was supposed to have happened with Rob Gronkowski. So you guys know Rob Gronkowski got signed to WWE earlier this year. And shout out, and who wrote this? Andy Murray. Andy Murray from What Culture wrote this article, and it says that WWE wanted the Gronk to compete in a match at SummerSlam this year before he returned to the NFL. Crazy, right? So this is the article. WWE wanted to have Rob Gronkowski wrestle what could have been his first official match with a promotion at SummerSlam on August 23rd, according to Andrew Ravens of WrestlingNews.co. The biggest party of the summer is set to go down in Boston, Massachusetts, which means this makes great sense, as Gronk spent the entirety of his career in NFL playing for the New England Patriots. This obviously changed with the announcement that he is set to join the Tampa Bay Buccaneers alongside former Pats teammate Tom Brady. Whoa, Tom! Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. So I think So I guess now both Brady and Gronk are playing for the Buccaneers. That's crazy. I cannot wait. And this website needs to stop giving me ads. There we go. Coming out of NFL retirement will likely scupper these SummerSlam plans, as Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio reports that Gronk will be forbidden from taking part in any activity other than football, which may involve a significant risk of personal injury while contracted to a football organization. This means no full-on matches for Gronk, who only signed with WWE in March, so just like last month. Though the promotion will likely find a creative way to get their 24/7 championship off the Bucks' tight end. Gronk took the title from his best friend Mojo Rawley at WrestleMania 36, diving on a massive pile of superstars before fleeing the Performance Center with his newly won title. So, here's the thing. I would love to see Gronk compete at SummerSlam, but because that he is now now that he's out, coming out of retirement, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell as to whether or not we'll be able to see Gronk compete in WWE. But I think if WWE was to find a way to take the title off of Gronk, I think it would be wise for R-Truth or even also Mojo Rawley to go to one of his games and just pin his ass. I think that would be the most hilarious thing ever. At the same time, it would be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out, because apparently they didn't say because apparently this article does not say when he was supposed to, who he was going to compete against. So at this point, you never know. Honestly, it's hard to tell. But if there was one person, I would say Baron Corbin, because it makes sense, because you guys know Baron Corbin demanded Gronk to get on his knees and bow down to him, because obviously you guys know Baron Corbin is indeed the King of the Ring. Is the 2019 King of the Ring winner, and Gronk was like, hell nah, I bow down to no one. And so it would make sense to tie to it would have made so much sense for WWE to pin the Gronk battle King Corbin. Alright, you guys, with that being said, now let's take a look at which WWE released superstar is beginning a sort of countdown to a return. Who is it, you may ask? None other than Carl Anderson. Big shoutouts to Liam Winner from Wrestle Talk for this article. A released WWE star has seemingly begun the countdown to count the days until a potential return day after being let go by the company last Wednesday. Carl Anderson took to Twitter to state, quote, 85 days, 15 hours, 18 minutes, which is ramping up speculation as to where he might go next, as it certainly suggests he has something planned. Obviously, a bit of time has passed between the tweet and the writing of this article, but that time equals to July 18th. Anderson had previously tweeted out a little trailer teasing a return to the Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he was a member before he signed with WWE. His tag partner, Doc Gallows, or Luke Gallows in WWE, is in the same boat and quoted Anderson's countdown tweet with the hashtags, with two hashtags. Hashtag the devil ain't in the distance and hashtag watch your sex. WWE is continuing to pay the release talent through the 90-day non-compete clauses and even in some cases may well use talent during the period, with an example of Drake Maverick, who just last night competed in his first of at least 3 matches in the NXT Cruiserweight tournament. So, I think, honestly, I think, you know what? I'm gonna be real. I don't know much. I do not know much about the Bullet Club. I've heard. I do know that Styles, Gallows, Anderson, Adam Cole, I think Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, and several others who were either in WWE or in other promotions actually went to Japan and joined, that stable. But to be honest, I think if there was ever a company that Gallows and Anderson should go to, hands down, I would say New Japan. But because of the fact that this pandemic has you guys know. I think going back to New Japan would probably be the best thing. However, because that guys like Jon Moxley or Dean Ambrose, for that matter, Chris Jericho, Matt Hardy are on AEW. I think it would be best for those two to go to AEW, because that way they'll be able to be more. They'll be utilized a little bit more rather than in WWE. Because do not get me wrong, yes, Gallows and Anderson, former 2-time Raw Tag Team Champions, won the. Well, where's my book at? They won a gauntlet match earlier this year or something like that. Let's see. Worlds Collide, TakeOver Blackpool, TLC, War Games, Survivor Series, Crown Jewel. Yes, yeah. So back in October on Halloween last year, Gallows and Anderson actually pinned the Viking Raiders to win the best tag team in the world trophy, which actually started with the Lucha House Party and Hawkins and Ryder, I guess, which the order of elimination went as follows: Lucha House Party, Hawkins and Ryder, Rude and Ziggler, Heavy Machinery, the B Team, the Revival, the New Day, and of course the Viking Raiders, which again OC ended up winning that match. But I think for them, for Gallows and Anderson, going back to New Japan will probably be a great thing for them. But at this point, you never know. You never know what can happen in the world of professional wrestling. But guys, with that being said, question of the day. What can it be? Okay. So question of the day. Where do you think Gallows and Anderson should go amidst their release from WWE? Comment below using the hashtag Gallows and using the hashtag Good Brothers. Comment below your answer to the question of the day. Where do you think Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows should go to amidst their release? With that being said, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My links are down in the description below. And I know that I did put this on hold, but if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me, my address is in the description below. I am going to try. I'm probably going to fail, but I will try to get a P.O. box to make things a little easier. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.